my lovely angels, this is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! Today I have a haul of perfumes, either most requested or perfumes that have been all over the net. Like everybody's talking about it and a lot of you requested especially one of these, and I thought let me just film it today. You will see me wearing the same dress maybe in one or two videos because I need to back film because like I said, I'm just not being able to finish the haul videos because new perfumes keep coming in and I'm just not being able to catch up anymore, which is pathetic because this was like the dream 2 years ago that brands should send me all the perfumes, and now brands are, and I'm not being able to keep up because I have a full-time job and the only time I get is like weekends or before work. Okay, let me not talk too much and let me start with the first one, which is the Opulent Dubai. This is the new one from Lattafa and that is the gorgeous bottle. It is staying consistent with the other ones. Now, just for the heck of it, I bought all of them. I bought all the other four. I think there was Opulent Musk, Opulent Red, Opulent Oud and Blue Oud. I got all of them just because I want to do a separate video. I know this is not the right time to buy perfumes because like I need to finish the hauls. But you know what? Just for you guys, I thought let me make a compilation of all the perfumes so you can do like a comparison. Because those perfumes are like 2018 if I'm not mistaken. They're really old. This is 2025. And this is supposed to be a inspiration for God of Fire by Stefan Humbert. It is an oriental floral that retails for approximately $35. That's what I got it for. It wasn't too expensive in Dubai, but I'm sure like elsewhere it's going to be like expensive. And this is like amazing for summer. It is listed as an oriental floral though. And on Fragrantica, it's already got 4.5. And it is not very old. It's freshly reviewed on Fragrantica as well. So I wouldn't like bank on the reviews over there because, you know, you still need some time. It's a brand new bottle. It'll change a little bit after maceration, maturation. And the perfumes definitely, like, especially the cheaper version. I really like this bottle because it has these gold specks all across it. Really nice. The top notes for this are lemon, ginger, grapefruit and mango, and that's exactly how it opens. You can smell all these notes and in a very fresh, realistic way. I also clearly smell like mandarin. Like although it's written lemon, ginger, grapefruit and mango, instead of grapefruit I'm smelling like a very strong mandarin note. The presence of that herbaceous, spicy ginger adds like a little bit of like liveliness to the perfume. I know the citrus was not enough, so let's add some ginger as well. Make it like as fresh as possible, and it's very realistically fresh. I can't stress this enough because you have your citruses, fresh ones, and then you have a ginger which is also quite realistic and green. Now mango, I don't get it from the get-go. Like in the beginning it's just citruses and this herbaceous green ginger. But then you start getting the florals and mango together. The mango in here, along with the jasmine which is present in the middle, reminds me very much of the mango and jasmine present in Lean, also by Lattafa. So if you like the mango and jasmine combination in Lean, you will definitely appreciate it in, I was going to say God of Fire, in Opulent Dubai as well. The scent of the mango over here is a little bit more like mango juice as opposed to raw mango, but it does smell quite tropical. Let me just list all the notes before I go on with the review. The top notes are lemon, ginger, grapefruit and mango. Heart notes of jasmine, violet and cedarwood. And in the base you have ambergris, woody notes, oak moss and benzoin. Now as the perfume like starts drying down, the violet becomes quite prominent because that's where this powdery nuance comes in, but without muting the freshness of the perfume. So the perfume stays fresh and then it has like a background of this powdery violet. The dry down has this mild marine quality thanks to the ambergris, but it's not seaweed like or fishy or anything of that sort. And then there's the oak moss along with the woody accords. It's just giving it a little earthiness, but like in a grounding way. It's not dirty or it's not like patchouli or, you know, even not vetiver for that matter. It's like a little like oak moss, how it smells like. Yeah. Now despite this perfume being overly fruity or dominantly fruity, let's just call it, it's not cloying or overpowering or juvenile one bit. It's actually quite sophisticated, let's just call it. Of course, like God of Fire, Stefan Humbert, like if you're like, you know, trying to achieve something like that, you better be to the mark as well, right? I quite like this fragrance. Mango is not especially my favorite note, but because in this it's so balanced along with the florals and like the zesty notes as well, I see myself reaching for this a lot during summer. Honestly, I'm really liking it. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's not like wowing me like crazy, because I do have other perfumes which impressed me a little bit more, also from Lattafa, which was the Ajaib Dubai Portrait. I like that a little bit better because in that the earthiness is much stronger than this. So if you're doing the comparison, that one is, yes, it definitely is quite zesty and everything, but the dry down in that one is a very strong earthy note. In this, it's muted. The earthy notes, the woody notes, even the florals for that matter are quite muted. It is the actual fruity accords that are like overtaking the perfume. It is unisex, can be worn by anybody. I would call this a spring summer fragrance. No Middle Eastern vibe at all. Projection, I would say, is like 2 feet. Longevity is like 7 hours, not more than that. It stays on your skin like a very faint. And the funny part is, the more it dries down, the more like it passes the 7 hours mark, your skin starts smelling like mango. Yeah. I really thought long and hard, like, and the only celebrity that was coming to mind, I was like, it has to be a model. And then of course, Alessandra Ambrosio, I hope I'm getting her name right. She came to mind. I'm going to put her picture and name just so that I don't butcher it. The color perception for this is a greenish mango. I don't know how I'm going to match that color on screen, but it's like a greenish mango color, a mango color that has a hint of green. The temperature for this is neutral and the presence is moderate. So Armaf came up with a new Club de Nuit, and this was the most requested one. But like everybody was like, review. I ordered it. It came late. I think they were like flooded with because after that event they actually probably got like a lot of orders, and this kind of gave me like a flashback of when I had ordered Club de Nuit Imperial, and it had come in a box like this. And I got super excited because I was like, oh, what's in it? And you know what? It was exactly like this the last time as well. And I remember like discussing this, that why waste a perfectly good box like this? Because the original box is just as good. So it kind of like tells you how the fragrance will be. Or did I tell you the name? This is called Maleka. It's the Club de Nuit Maleka. I'm so sorry, my brain is thinking faster than my mouth can keep up. So there was a time I used to collect all the Club de Nuit. Then I got rid of the Imperial because I honestly do not like that one. And now this one has come in, and I'm kind of regretting not having the other one as well. But that's the bottle. It's a beautiful iris violet colored one, and immediately I thought this might smell something like Dama Bianca, definitely, or Insolence, by Guerlain. And honestly, like, this does remind me of Insolence more than the Dama Bianca. It's the same genre. See, the moment I spray this, I'm like, okay, so let me just start by saying this is just my review, guys. Yeah, so I know a lot of people like this DNA. I personally don't. Insolence was one of the Guerlain perfumes that I just could not understand. I just could not get it. And it was just not my vibe. It's too powdery, it's too creamy, it's too, anything that leans violet, iris, orris, I get scared of it. And this is one of those perfumes. But I will say, it's a beautiful fragrance. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's just not meant for me. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.22. So it has got like good reviews, right? It retails for around $58 in the UAE. The top notes are pink pepper, bergamot, and lychee. Middle notes of orris. They have not listed violet or iris. And in the base, you have sandalwood, praline, and ambroxan. So the nose behind this perfume is Olivier Crisp, and he's one of my favorite designers, the perfume designers. He's legendary, right? Like, he has released the whole Acro range. Some of my favorite perfumes like Midnight Poison by Dior, Devotion, Angel, Mugler. Like, there's so many perfumes that like are thanks to him, that are like cult favorites, right? So of course everybody has very high expectations from this. I will tell you something, the performance, the quality, everything is top notch in this perfume. It opens like with a fresh burst of lychee, bergamot, your pink pepper barely there, but that lychee and bergamot in the opening, it hits you like a train, but then it disappears even faster. Like, just imagine a bullet train coming in and going out. That's how it smells like. And then immediately it turns into this very creamy, silky, velvety, orris, sandalwood, very floral perfume. I'm sure there's some florals not listed over here. The lychee does remain prominent, but it's not fresh anymore. It's like a lychee, orris, iris, violet kind of combination that's still fresh, but not juicy fresh or not lively anymore. Think like of a vintage perfume. This reminds me of like vintage. It's that powdery and creamy and velvety and everything. It reminds me of old Hollywood. It's definitely vintage inspired. It has this old world appeal about it. In the complete dry down, I smell lychee, orris, your violet, iris, whatever there is, which is like just not listed over here. Even the bottle kind of like tells you how it should smell like. The praline is just like a sweetness. It's not really praline, not realistic at all. And then you have like a whole lot of ambroxan in it. So maybe it's also the ambroxan that's putting me off, but like I know it's like that powdery old school feel that I do not like. A lot of old school cosmetics used to have scents like this. But I know a lot of people, even you guys, like a lot of you who love perfumes like Insolence, Dama Bianca, you will absolutely adore this fragrance. Just let the price come down a bit because it is like quite highly priced right now. I don't know, in Dubai it's $58. I don't know if it's going to be different elsewhere. And I don't have a discount code for you, so I can't offer any discounts either. It is soft, it's feminine, it's very traditional, and this is not leaning unisex in my opinion. I don't know, this is just my opinion. It's very traditionally feminine leaning. So a guy can wear it, but it is a very soft floral. So do what you want with that information. There's no Middle Eastern vibe. The projection I would say is like 2 to 3 feet. Longevity is a good 7 to 8 hours. Unfortunately, I will have to give this a rating of 7. Like 7 is me being generous. I should actually give it 6.5. This is my opinion, guys. See, please don't hate me for this because it is definitely a gorgeous perfume, but it's just not my vibe, right? But I'm going to give it 7 just to be fair. The celebrity I chose for this was Penelope Cruz. But think of her in her younger days. You know, she used to come in like this nice romantic movies and stuff. Let me try and put like a picture which fits her, the description of Club de Nuit Maleka for you. The color perception, of course, I've chosen violet. It's the apt color for it. The temperature is neutral and the presence is moderate. If you overspray it, it'll become bold. So don't overspray it. Just pulse points a little bit here and there and you're good to go. Now I have a beautiful set from my perfumes from Arabiyat Prestige. They sent me this box. Actually, I've already reviewed this as a short. I keep getting confused between shorts and reels and everything. Let me open this and not make noise. Okay, so, whoa, that's your Lutfah. Let's start with the first one over here. It's called First Love. And of course, I was assuming this is going to be a candy perfume or it's going to smell like love, don't be shy. Like it's definitely going to go in that direction. The atomizer, pressurized and beautiful. These go for around $35 each for 100 ml. I was honestly pleasantly surprised because if it was a candy fragrance or if it was anything like love, don't be shy. I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but again, I don't lean towards fragrances like that. The other two are right up my alley. This doesn't go there. This smells more like Creed Windflower mixed with Libre mixed with candy. Like it's like a combination. I know it's sounding so strange, but yeah, think of Windflower. It's very floral based. Plus the Libre, so it has that elegance from like that poshy quality, girl boss quality. And then you have like a little bit of like this fruity candy vibe. The top notes for this are lemon, cassis, peach and cypress. Middle notes of jasmine, ylang ylang, lactonic notes and violet. And in the base you have vanilla, caramel, heliotrope and musk. It's not listed on Fragrantica. I would classify this as a fruity floral. It opens with the lemon, but with the green parts as well. And the cassis is like fruity, tart, both at the same time. I can definitely smell the peach and it's not like a dusty, dirty peach. It's like peach, you know, but like in a synthetic way. Now in the middle, which reaches quite quickly, the opening just like vanishes suddenly. And then you have a mix of your cypress, your woody notes, and then you have like these beautiful white and yellow floral mix. And because of course it has the lactonic note in it, so these florals are smelling very, very, very creamy. Think jasmine and ylang ylang combination. Like these two flowers are something like everybody knows how they smell. Add some lactonic notes to it, add some woody notes to it. And then you have violet, which is a little overwhelming. But because of that freshness from the opening, it's kind of like balancing it out. So it's not leaning too powdery. It just gives a hint of that violet. But you can definitely smell these flowers. You can smell the jasmine, you can smell the ylang ylang, you can smell the violet for sure. But you still have that fake candy, fruity candy kind of smell from the opening till the dry down. That will remain consistent. Now in the base, they're saying it is caramel, vanilla, heliotrope and musk. See, heliotrope, the moment I smell it, it's very like a vague memory I have of that Yardley heliotrope. It was a spray and I used to hate it so much, but I used to spray it because I had bought it with my own money. I used to spray it in my car as a freshener and that smell is like stuck in my so in the dry down I do smell the heliotrope very like it's there. It's haunting me from my past, you know. But honestly, that vanilla caramel, I don't really see it. It's more like candy kind of thing, like that fruits mixed with the vanilla caramel. I think it's just giving like a sweet candy vibe. And then there's musk. Now ambroxan is not listed over here, but I can smell the ambroxan. So yeah, like it's going to be a little heady for some people, but think of a very white yellow floral with electronic vibe, and then you have your candy note as well. And that's basically first love for you. It doesn't smell like any other candy perfumes I have, or it doesn't smell like any of these pink perfumes I have, which I'm glad for. Traditionally feminine, actually quite feminine. No Middle Eastern vibe. Projection is 2 to 3 feet. Longevity is about 7 to 8 hours. My rating for this is, let's give it an 8.5 out of 10. I gave it 9.5 when I like first tried it. But like now that I'm relaxed, rested, I'm at home, I'm filming on a weekend, go figure. So I'm a little bit more relaxed, so I'll be like a little bit more like judgmental. When I'm at work, I'm like, oh, this is nice, this is nice. Everything is nice at that time. The celebrity I'm going to keep in line with the models. I'm going to give this to Miranda Kerr. Delicate, innocent, soft feminine vibe. The color perception is wisteria. No, I do not know. Okay, I know what wisteria color is, but you know, like I would never ever have remembered the name. I would have just called it one of the shade of so and so, you know. The temperature is neutral and the presence is mild. Now the next one is called Seventh Heaven. That's the bottle. The bottles are amazing, and all the atomizers of course are pressurized, you know. This one, okay, let me not waste one of my strips. I can tell you what this smells like. This smells like Giza's Imperial Valley. There's a new one from Rasasi called Havas Fire. Smells like that. There's so many perfumes that are coming in mind. There was like this, like a trend of these perfumes, especially in Dubai. Every other guy was smelling like this. This is definitely a masculine leaning fragrance, but I know women who actually pull this off really, really well. Actually, when I had got the Giza Imperial Valley, I was using it as well. But then very soon I got quite overwhelmed with it. This one is like potency bomb, nuclear. Like literally you spray it here, probably smelling it up to the planet Mars. It's that projecting, it's insane. So don't be overspraying what I did right now. Now the only difference I smell between Havas Fire and this one is that Havas Fire was smelling hot. This is smelling cold. This smells similar, closer to Giza Imperial Valley, which I also thought was like a cool, not cold, but cool fragrance. The top notes for this are Sicilian bergamot, Davana and pink pepper. Middle notes of agarwood, white amber and rosemary. And the base notes of musk, leather and Haitian vetiver. It kind of describes the perfume perfectly, right? So the opening is a little sharp with your bergamot and pink pepper combination, which is quite strong and potent. Also like a little bit of greenness from the Davana, but very quickly the perfume transitions to an oud leather perfume. So it's very, very Middle Eastern for sure. The dominant notes are the oud and leather. And it is a borderline obnoxious perfume, let's just call it that. But you know what, when a guy wears it and when they roam around, and you know, you don't really like find them obnoxious, but it's a very, I don't know, I don't like saying this word, but it's a very jock kind of perfume, but like think of a grown-up jock. I would classify this as a citrus aromatic Middle Eastern DNA, which is very well blended. I don't see anybody not liking this perfume. It's one of those perfumes that just makes you like look at the person, like if they wear it and if they pass by, you definitely will turn your head for sure, you know. Whether you like the person or not, I don't know, but you will definitely notice the person. It's that potent, strong and very, very, like I said, borderline obnoxious. But I like it. I like it quite a bit. So if I have to describe this perfume in very, very simple format, it would be a citrus, aromatic, slightly spicy, oud leather perfume with a slightly earthy dry down. That's about it. Mild sweetness. It's uber masculine. I would say this would be daytime during fall winter. Better performance and better reception from other people. In spring summer probably will be clawing people out. The Middle Eastern vibe is quite high in this. Projection 3 to 4 feet. Longevity insane, 8+ hours. I can vouch for that. This perfume is going nowhere. Right now I sprayed it here to test it out. I'm gonna smell this for days in my house. My rating for this is an 8 out of 10. Let's just give it an 8 out of 10. Because it's not like a very fresh DNA, it's not like something which is unique or like special. I'm gonna keep it at 8. And the celebrity I want to give this to was Josh Brolin. I really like the actor and everything, but it's very much his vibe. He's like borderline obnoxious as well, you know. The color perception, this color I feel is not okay. The color I would choose would be like a fresh blue-green color. I'll try to get the right shade and everything and put it over here for you. The temperature, like I said, is cool and the presence is bold. Now last but not the least from this collection is my favorite from the lot. The bottle is not the favorite one, but definitely I wish this was a darker brown, like a dark brown, but I think they were going for a vibe which was like more upbeat and everything. This is Lutfah Light in the Heart. I like the names of all these perfumes. There's First Love, The Seventh Heaven, and then Light in the Heart. And this smells like Altair DNA by Perfumes de Marly. Now of late I have done Liquid Brune, I had done the Khadlaj Island Vanilla Dunes, and now you have this one as well. This perfume is something I can just not get tired of. A lot of people think this is a very masculine fragrance. I don't think so. I think it's a perfect unisex. Definitely, again, very Middle Eastern. It's a very aromatic oriental vanilla. That's how, the best way to describe this perfume is spicy, no, aromatic oriental vanilla. The top notes for this are bergamot and cinnamon, middle notes of elemi and gaiac wood, and the base notes of ambroxan and vanilla. I smell cinnamon and cardamom. Like, it has that fresh opening of cinnamon and cardamom. The zestiness of bergamot is very mild. So it smells like spices, but cold spices, like very cold. And it smells quite aromatic thanks to that elemi in it. It's resinous, but it's super aromatic. And then you have your gaiac wood, you know, it's like, it has like little apothecary medicinal vibes that I call it apothecary because that it's more like an apothecary thing than medicinal. You know, it's like if you open an apothecary chest or whatever that thing is where you store all your potions and stuff. You know how the box would smell like? It kind of smells like that. It's woody, but with the aromatics. And then in the dry down, of course, you have like this strong, slightly boozy vanilla. And it's one of those dark vanillas. Like, it's so beautiful. I love this perfume so much. This entire DNA, and as many dupes come out, I'm going to keep collecting them because sooner or later, I'm going to use up all of these. This is a 10 out of 10. I have no doubt in my mind. Like, when I smell this, I'm just like, I want to smell like this all the time. I want a candle that smells like this. I want a room spray that smells like this. I want a car perfume. Like, I want everything, the whole world to smell like this. It's so beautiful. And that goes for all the inspirations. This one is slightly fresher, I feel, and a little toned down. Like, I feel like the Liquid Brune was dark and very like thick and potent. The Khadlaj one is like in the middle where it's a little fresher, but I think that's the closest to Altair. And then this one as well, it's fresh, but it's also like very wearable. This is like the wearable version of Altair. This is an addictive dark perfume. So you know exactly why I'm liking this. If I make a vampire video in the future, which I know everybody's asking me to update it, but what do you want me to do? Where should I like get more vampires from, you know? So, oh my god, I was supposed to make that jar of every time I mention the vampires, right? I'll do that. In this video itself, I've mentioned it 3-4 times. So so what I'll do is I'll collect money in that and then I'll donate that money, okay? So not very high amounts, but like maybe 5 dirhams. That's like $1.50, you know? It's unisex, definitely fall winter. Middle Eastern vibe is very strong in this. Projection, I would say, is like 3 to 4 feet. Longevity, again, 8 hours at least. Rating 10 out of 10, of course. Celebrity, I don't want to assign this to anybody. It's too unique, it's too beautiful to assign to anyone. So I'm going to keep this to myself. The color perception, of course, is a darker brown. I was not too happy with the color of the bottle, so I'm going to give it like, it's definitely resinous. So I think I know that LME and everything. I know why they went for that color. But like, let me try and find the right shade for you and put it here. The temperature is actually cool and the presence is bold. Don't be overspraying this perfume. I'm trying really hard to finish all the hauls. I'm going to try and film all of them, and I'll try to edit. See, filming is not the issue because I enjoyed this part, right? I like talking to you guys. It's the editing part that kills me because, of course, I want it to be perfect. I don't want repetitions. For those who don't know, and you think I'm very confident, and you know, I have like issues, you know, up here, and then I repeat stuff sometimes. Sometimes I'm speaking too fast, or sometimes like I just like saying nonsense things and I have to edit all that stuff out. Plus, I want to edit it in a way that is more relatable by you guys. So that thing takes a long time. It takes a couple of hours to edit each and every video. And plus, while I'm filming, I record like, because I'm talking so much like right now, I film for like an hour and a half, and then I edit it to your 30 minutes video. So you can imagine the work that goes into editing each and every video. I'll try and be more concise next time. No, I won't. I know you like this like very haphazardous and very chaotic scene, and I'll continue being this way for you. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.